had a conversation with an older woman yesterday who brought up the old African proverb that it takes a village to raise a child, okay? And she told me how back in her day, her whole community would step in and discipline her and her brothers whenever they did something wrong, or if they were out and about and they were showing off. She said one of the neighbors would step in and discipline us, you know, and she said that her parents was okay with that, okay? 1950s and 60s, that was probably okay. That was the time she was raised in. That was okay. Fast forward to 2008, hell to the no. I would not let none of these ghetto motherfuckers over in this community that I live in discipline my child. No, not a one. And I'm going to tell you why. I watch enough cold case and enough forensic files to know that parents fuck they kids up. They fuck them up. Case in point, I saw this one cold case that really bothered me. It really bothered me more than any of the ones that I've seen. And I've seen a lot of the cold case files or detective files on A&E. If you all watch that show, you all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, they were trying to solve the case of this baby that they found. She was 3 years old and she had been decapitated, right? So they're, you know, a race against time to see, you know, what happened to this little girl, this beautiful, precious little girl. You know, they found her head in the woods and they found her body in the woods. I mean, it was a mess. It was just a huge tragedy, right? Well, to make a long story short, they found out what happened to the little girl, okay? The little girl's stupid ass mama, the mama, had this boyfriend, right? The little precious angel, the little 3-year-old, was doing what 3-year-olds do. Act up, cry, she didn't want to go to bed, she didn't want to take a bath. So, this crazy ass boyfriend of the mother, the boyfriend of the mother, drop kicked the little girl, like karate, like, you know, Ralph Macchio, how he, at the end, did that drop kick on that motherfucker. He drop kicked the little girl in the chest, and she flew into the coffee table. And he killed her. He killed her. I mean, 3 years old. I mean, he was a big old dude, too. He wasn't no little bitty puny guy. He was a big-ass dude drop kicking this 3-year-old little girl, right? She flew into the coffee table, and he killed her. I don't know if he broke her neck or whatever. Whatever it is, he killed her. So, because this motherfucker doesn't want to get in trouble, he doesn't want to get arrested, him and this crazy bitch, the baby's mom, the baby's mother, takes the little girl, drives her to the next county over, and not only did they dispose of her body, he took the gardening shears, you know, the gardening shears where you trim your hedges with, and cuts the little girl's head off, right? Puts the head in a plastic bag, tosses the plastic bag off the side of the road, and then dumps the little girl's body somewhere else, I guess, you know, because they found the head and the body in 2 different places. What the fuck, people? What the fuck? And that's another thing, you know, and women, please be mindful of the men you bring around your children, especially if they not his. If they not his, please be mindful of the men that you bring around these children. You know, it's sad. It's so sad when I hear of a child being murdered or killed or shook by some bitch's crazy ass boyfriend. What the deal? What is the deal? What is the deal? Nah, these villages in 2008 can't raise my child. My child must be raised by me. I know how I am. I know how he wants me to be. And if I ever see anybody in my neighborhood putting their hands on my child because they feel like, well, it's a community thing, it's a village, we're supposed to raise these kids, I will. Don't even get me started. 2008, every village can't raise your child, you know. I heard a saying, it says, it doesn't take a village to raise a child, it takes a village to raise an idiot. In 2008, I think that saying rings more true. I really do. I really do. So watch your kids. Watch your kids. And remember, not every village can raise them. Peace.